In the garden behind their little house, Zara and Finn were playing their favourite game. Who could find the strangest thing? Zara had found a purple stone that buzzed. Finn had found a beetle wearing what looked like a tiny crown. But today, Finn found something that made them both go completely silent. A glow, coming from the ground. Deep green and warm, like a light that was alive. "Zara," Finn whispered, "come here." Slowly, they dug with their hands, gently, carefully. And there it was, an egg. Bigger than any egg they had ever seen. Bigger than a football, covered in tiny scales like a mosaic of green jewels. And inside, a warm, breathing glow, like a heartbeat made of light. "Is that?" Zara started. "A dragon egg," Finn breathed. "It has to be." They looked at each other, then back at the egg. It pulsed. Once. Twice. As if it knew they were there. As if it was happy. But then the sky changed. Clouds rolled in, dark and fast, like the sky was warning them. And that is when Zara saw him. A man, standing at the fence, watching. He wore a long dark coat and held a small blinking device. When he pointed it at the egg, it beeped 3 times. And he smiled. Not a nice smile. "Zara," she said quietly, "we need to go inside, now." But the egg, we take it with us. They ran, through the back door, through the kitchen, up the hallway. Zara wrapped the egg in her jacket, holding it tight against her chest. It was warm, like holding a sleeping animal. They squeezed under the stairs just as the knock came. 3 sharp knocks on the front door. The egg pulsed faster under Zara's jacket, as if it could feel the danger too. Neither child breathed. The door handle moved, and then stopped. Silence. They waited 5 whole minutes before either of them spoke. That night they stayed awake, taking turns watching, barely blinking. And at exactly midnight, it happened. A crack, thin as a thread, then another. Then golden light, warm and brilliant, poured from inside. The egg broke open, and there, blinking in the moonlight, sat the most extraordinary creature they had ever seen. Tiny, round, green scales with flecks of gold, wings like crumpled velvet that needed time to unfold, and 2 enormous eyes, amber and bright and completely, absolutely alive, staring at them with total trust. It opened its tiny mouth. Out came a sound like a tea kettle and a purring cat mixed together. Finn burst into tears. He did not know why. Sometimes beautiful things do that. By morning they knew what had to be done. Not because anyone told them, but because they both felt it, without words. This creature was not meant for garden sheds and bedroom shelves. It was meant for sky. They wrapped it carefully and walked to the old forest on the hill, the wild place where their mother said ancient things still lived. At the tree line, the dragon turned and looked at Finn, then at Zara. Its amber eyes held something that was almost words. "Thank you," those eyes seemed to say, "for keeping me safe when I was small." Zara swallowed hard. "Go on then," she said. "Go find your family." It spread its wings for the first time. They were perfect. It flew, up and up, circling the old oak trees, catching the morning light on its wings. They watched until it was a green speck, then a golden glint, then nothing, almost nothing, because just before it disappeared, it turned once more, opened its tiny mouth, and breathed one small puff of golden fire across the sky, like a wave, like a thank you, like a promise. Finn slipped his hand into Zara's. They stood there a long time. That is the thing about doing the right thing. It is almost always a little bit sad, and almost always a little bit wonderful.